He was breathless and tired. It was dark and everyone was fast asleep except for a few enlightened men. Fear had gripped the city. He circled the streets of Kufa as if searching for someone. He looked at each and every house. He was looking for a Shia of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. He wanted to meet Aabis bin Abi Shabeeb al-Shakiri. Finally, he was able to locate his home. He knocked at his door. The door opened and a strong, tall and good-looking man stepped out. After greeting him, Aabis asked, "Is everything fine? What makes you so anxious?" The man replied, "Brother, Muslim ibn Aqil, the messenger of Imam Hussain, has arrived. He is staying at Mukhtar's place tonight." Before he could complete his sentence, Aabis rushed back into his home and after a short while returned, armed, and said, "Quick, let's go there. May God bless you for informing me." Aabis was delighted with the good news the person had brought and rushed with him towards Mukhtar's place. A group of the influentials of Kufa had gathered at Mukhtar's place to see and listen to the messenger of Imam Hussain, Muslim ibn Aqil. Sensing their interest, Muslim spoke. "You wrote letters to your Imam with the following text: O son of the Prophet, now that Muawiyah has died, we want you to be our Imam. We want to offer our allegiance to you and will support you till the very end." Muslim continued his speech. "Imam Hussain alayhi salam has sent me to Kufa to seek allegiance on his behalf." Aabis stood up and after praising God Almighty, addressed Muslim. "I won't say anything on behalf of the others. I neither know their intentions nor will offer false promises on their behalf. But by God, I will speak for myself. When you will invite me, I will accept your invitation, will fight with you against your enemies, will defend you with my sword until I meet my Lord, and I don't desire anything in return except the pleasure of Allah." Muslim was pleased to hear his reply and found him to be a true Shia. Aabis was the first to accept Muslim's invitation. His speech shook the other members of the gathering, and they started to discuss the matter with one another. One of them said, "It is better to offer our allegiance to Muslim." Another said, "We shouldn't hurry, we should take our time and think it over." Aabis was disappointed to find them in doubt and confusion. "Is Hussein not the lamp of guidance and Noah's Ark? Is he not the Sirat al-Mustaqim? Are they not aware of the status and position of Imam Hussain? Truly, these people welcome passionately but support doubtfully," he said to himself. The whole gathering had turned noisy. Muslim and Aabis were the only silent spectators because their faith was strong. The test of their faith had begun, and Aabis had rightly chosen the path of eternal success, the path of martyrdom. The people of Kufa learnt of the messenger of Imam Hussain and his message, and eventually offered their allegiance to Muslim, saying, "O Muslim, we promise to always support and help the son of the Prophet of Allah and will guard him with our lives. Rest assured that we will honor our promise." Aabis said nothing, but his heart was full of longing to meet his dear Imam and wanted to join his forces as soon as possible. Any delay or irresponsible behavior could deprive him of martyrdom and leave him wringing his hands with unforgivable regret, grief and sorrow. He collected the letters from the people of Kufa, immediately got on his horse and hurriedly left the city to meet Imam al-Hussain. All paths leading to Imam Hussain were under surveillance, but this did not stop Aabis. Relying on God, he continued his journey through the desert and eventually saw the caravan of Imam Hussain. The sight of the caravan rejuvenated him. The caravan was on the move. Excited, he speeded up and quickly reached Imam al-Hussain, jumped off his horse, greeted him, and handed over the letters to him, informing him of the situation in Kufa. With his Imam's permission, he joined his army. The people of Kufa broke their promise of allegiance with Imam Hussain and sided with Yazid. Yazid's army surrounded Imam Hussain. It was the 10th of Muharram. Those who had promised to defend the Imam with their lives were about to take his life. Aabis turned towards his friend and said, "It is today that we should act, for tomorrow we will be judged by what we do today." He then approached the Imam and addressed him, "O Aba Abdullah," and leave him wringing his hands with unforgivable regret, grief and sorrow. "I would have used it to defend you. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. O Aba Abdullah, God is my witness that I am on your and your father's path." After seeking Imam al-Hussein's permission, he rushed to the battlefield. A soldier of Yazid's army, who had witnessed Aabis perform on the battlefield, cried out, "O people, this man is a warrior, no one should approach him." Aabis called for an opponent many times, but none dared to accept his challenge. Eventually, Umar ibn Sa'ad ordered his army to throw stones at him from all sides. He fought them bravely and eventually fell down and left this mortal world. After his martyrdom, the soldiers started shouting, "I killed him, I killed him." But Umar ibn Sa'ad silenced all of them, saying, "None among you could kill Aabis alone, only your collective efforts resulted in his fall."